Welcome into my newest video. This is Red Dead Redemption, and it just came out, I don't know, the day I got it, 2 days ago, yesterday, something like that. Anywho, this is on the PC, so we no longer have to dig out our PS3s to play this. Yay! Okay, this is the first modern video game I played. Modern, yeah, what's modern anymore? But anyway, other than pinball machines and Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, this was my first real game, that I played quite a bit. So I was happy when it came out on the PC, and then my mister has it on the PS5. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, he plays the Red Dead Redemption 2 a lot. And that joke they just told, that's why I like to have the subtitles on, the health benefits of smoking. But anyway, the beginning of this is just all, what you see here, the video. Actually, almost all the beginning is nothing but teaching you how to ride, how to shoot. I'm no longer used to third person. So third person really trips me up because I'm just not used to it. I used to be, of course, because that's all you could play Red Dead in is third person. But then I found Fallout, and the rest is history. We got when the Mister here retired, we got him a used PS3, and then a whole bunch of games with it off eBay. And then I saw him playing this, and I had to play it like a movie that you're in control of. Yeah, so I had to play it.
Lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
Yeah, we've all ran into old people like that, or just people like that. Now, these characters we are going to see them later on. So, just to let you know. Actually, I don't know about the old ladies. I know the young lady, some of the younger ones, yeah.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Why I like this one, I like the number 2 as well. We have that. I have that. But I like the first one more because it's single player. The whole thing.
Nate Johns, yes. His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such
Perhaps with Red Dead 2, I need to get into modding. I don't know.
Apparently, the John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money
And yes,
cannot
that's our
buy.
dog
It seems that
over
money
there.
can buy voters, though.
He has a happy growl and a sad growl, or happy growl and then, normal growls. If you heard him at all. Our neighbors are getting ready for it too, so if you hear trucks starting up, that's why.
And who let you worship in peace?
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often
And
seem to
to
be the same thing.
remember, this
Yes,
was like,
Jenny,
what,
it
10 years
is
old or
confusing.
something?
But you only have to ask me.
The main game before they updated it.
Well, here we are,
So there's a lot of
Mrs.
religion in it. And
Armadillo.
yeah, that's just the way it was. Now I am playing in just normal. As I said, I'm getting used to the third person again. I did this because I thought it was funny because that guy's drunk, right? Because that's the bar, and that's the first thing I ran into is this drunk dude, you know. So I sat here and watched him because I thought it was funny. Because I'm sure you know. I just thought it was clever, you know. And you saw him, he was down on the ground, then all of a sudden he was standing up. So I think there's a little bit of graphical stuff. Get down, dog, get down. Or dog. A little bit of graphical stuff. This is, I got a 40, 90 i9. But I think I'm gonna have to tweak the settings a little bit, maybe bring them down or something, I don't know.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out
That's
front.
funny. I named our dog that, and now I see the name everywhere. I just thought it was funny. I thought it was such a unique dog's name, Jake, you know, and now I'm running into Jakes everywhere, or Jacob. Okay, the horses. This game allows you to steal anybody's horse, so I'm real careful about getting on horses, because you steal a horse and you can get killed, right? So, and I'm playing this with a Xbox controller on my PC, so I need to figure out I couldn't figure out how to stop. I know it now, but when I first started, I couldn't remember how to stop the horse. And your horse will run into the train and it will get killed. So I do know that much. And in this one, you can, the horses, you can hunt them, which makes sense.
Why'd they leave?
I ain't entirely sure.
So when a horse gets killed somehow, you can go ahead and, dress it out, you know.
So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Slaughter
Like
it.
I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find.
This is just teaching you how to navigate your horse,
I mean,
you know.
I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
I spent a lot of time riding my horse, just riding, you know. Also in this game, we get to go down to Mexico.
are you planning on
I
spending
spent a
any time
lot
in
of
Armadillo,
time
Mr.
down in
Marston?
I
Mexico.
doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as
Oh,
green
and
gravy
he's a
they
married
are,
man,
not like thieves' lamb.
and he
Dang,
says it
those girls
several
ain't even
times.
fit for a
Nope,
drinking
I'm a
man
married
to hold
man.
up
I
with.
like
I'm a
that.
married man, I'm afraid.
See,
Ain't
he's
we
a married
all?
man. And he's got a son. And that's who takes over in 2. Right? Yeah, my mister knows.
So it was the
He
marshal
remembers a
hired
lot
me.
better than I
Lee
do.
Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my mister,
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the
he
dog,
knows
mister.
so
I
much
am.
more about
I don't
this.
mean nothing
I
by it.
forget,
Trust
but
me.
boy, he
There's
doesn't.
things
He
you're
knows
better
a
off not
lot
knowing.
about this game and the number 2. He's played it a lot more than me.
Damn coyotes! What a waste of good meat. Not
I
far now.
found Fallout
You'll
4
see the
and
fort when you get to the top of this hill.
but yeah, this is my first one, and I'm enjoying it so far. They did a good job getting it on PC, I
Listen,
think.
mister, this here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
You know, it's only a single-player game, but I think the NPCs are colorful enough to that it doesn't make you feel like it's a lonely environment at all. I see, at first they have the X's and stuff of where you should go. I didn't really play with the controls. I did put on subtitles though, and that's it. That's all I did. Yeah, that's all I did.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson!
And we have the CDs to this
Come out here right
for
now!
the PS3.
Go away
And it
now,
is
John.
right here. It's just it's a pain
Don't
to
make
hook
me
up.
kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
And since this came out, my sleep schedule's kind of
Do I look
off,
like
so
I
I'm
need
still
saving?
drinking my first coffee because
Bill,
I've been
please.
playing this.
They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me?
Yeah, these guys are a bunch of
You
criminals, you
implore
know,
me.
so, I mean, how much are you going to help
You
them?
always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores you. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well,
Oh. Poor John.
I do a lot of hunting in this game. That's pretty much how I know how to make money, is hunting. So I fast forward it through the hunting. I went through this once and I just cut out the bullshit, you know. The saving, the hunting, I fast forward through it, that kind of stuff. And I did die already. You'll see that later, but yeah. Or I failed or something. I don't
you're
know if
alive.
I died necessarily.
so it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well,
And then
you'll be
after I
okay.
play this,
Once you just die, the doctor
actually
said
you can
fine.
play it
We
forever.
got the bullets out a couple days ago.
But I want to do the Red
Cost
Dead
us $15.
Nightmare.
I'm sorry.
I recall playing
But you
that,
left
and it
me
was
there to
pretty
die.
cool.
Did you want to die?
I liked
I mean, was
it,
that
you
it?
know.
Was that why you went
Zombies, you
straight
know.
out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To
So
die,
actually, you're
Mr.
getting 2 games
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
in this one
Bonnie McFarlane.
one package.
Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland.
Mm.
I don't know.
And it's
what were you
Halloween,
doing?
so if you celebrate, be careful
Trying
out
to
there.
give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so purposely.
I'll bear that in mind.
Now, some of this, I just was wandering around and looking at things, and I did cut out some of that, you know. Now, I have a picture, a real, 1x3 or something, photo of a dude doing that. So I thought that was kind of cool. I sat there and watched him for a while. And the dude dunking his head in the, the horse trough.
Mr. Marston, back in
So
the
they
land of the
made it
living, I
really
see.
feel alive,
Figured
the
it's
game.
about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Now see, here soon I thought I could just ride away and go hunt, but this is teaching you how to ride and such.
There's the
So
foreman's office. It's also
she
where
said,
we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws.
are you
such
going to
as
get
yourself.
back here or something?
I'm
You'll
happy
see it.
enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse.
Okay, that's the new horse. That's the war horse.
Come on, time for you to see what a real race
I know I got an Appy in one of the games, but the war horse is a good horse to have. Now, the guns, my mister knows a lot more about guns and all that crap than me, so I try to wait until he's around
To your right
to
is
help
the
me
general
with the
store.
guns,
You won't find Parisian
because
high
he
fashion,
just
but
knows
it's
more
good for
about
the
them than I
essentials.
do.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Wasn't it this game that I had the bows and
And here's
arrows?
the corral. This one's for
Yeah.
the horses.
Yeah,
what do you think?
because
I'm no expert,
I'm
but
asking
it certainly
him
looks like a fine
because he
corral.
remembers
I suspect
better
you've
than me.
stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd
Yeah,
you
no,
get
I
such
thought
an
it was the
idea?
first one
First
too,
impressions are
but
hard to erase.
yeah, because we ran into the Indians in this one, right? Or no?
That's the train station. Things
Oh,
sure
well,
have
what?
changed since the line
I
finally
guess
got
we're gonna
finished.
figure it out, right? Because it's been a while since I
Are
played
you
this.
bored of the ranch already?
See, I was gonna go away and go
Come on,
hunt,
boy.
but we're in a tutorial or whatever, learning how to ride and stuff. But anyway, yeah, we had a side conversation going on here. And there's some things you
That's the barn over there.
you don't eat in this one. You don't mess with your horse as much in this one.
And here we are, back at the house.
But you don't have to deal with grievers either, you know, because it's single player. See, and you got the axe.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
Yeah, it's really hard to look cool when you're running. Look at how you run.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
Yeah, that still goes on today.
It's a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
Now, throughout my game, I do whistle a lot for my horse because I'm not sure which one is my horse sometimes. They make it very easy to steal horses.
And try not to get yourself
And
shot again.
yeah, they'll kill you for stealing their horse.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. Look, those damn rabbits are at the crops again. Get down and
Oh,
give me a hand, will you?
this is a joke. I can't
there.
get those. See, and I didn't know how to stop my horse. So, okay.
Come on, then. Time to put that blood.
And this is a joke. I can't get none of those damn rabbits.
You little thief.
And now I'm killing wolves and mountain lions and everything, but at the beginning here, I couldn't remember how to do it. And see, it gives you a little, you know, how to do things up there, but you're busy, you know, you're busy trying to, yeah, so I tried to read it. See, I should have had them there, but yeah, I didn't shoot any of them.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like you scared them off. Let's get back on the horses
Yeah,
and
but
see
I
what else
wanted to
is
get
going
them
on.
so I could skid them, because you get paid for all that.
We should
And
keep
I
moving.
don't have
There's
any
still a
money
ways
right
to
now.
go.
And you know, these games, you have to have money. You have to.
Let's go.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Come on, boy. Damn coyotes are back. We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston.
See, I do start figuring it out here.
Yeah.
And our horse is new too. Our horse doesn't know us or anything,
Yeah.
so we have some issues with the horse, you know.
Come on. Come on.
And your horse will buck you off because he doesn't know us, so that's a pain in the ass. I do wish he had a chicken. I do wish that we had north, east, southwest. And maybe we do, I just don't know how to read it yet. I don't think I ever knew how to read it.
Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
And see, I was running over there to
No, you can actually
get
handle a
their
rifle.
carcasses.
Something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get
Slaughter
lucky
'em.
after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here.
Well, he's
We'll
not a
do whatever we
cowboy,
can to help
so
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
we learn that stuff later on, if I recall correctly.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
And you can't just get off your horse. You have to tie him up, so.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston.
But
Makes
you
me
don't
kinda
have
happy I
to,
saved your life. Get
you
some
don't have
sleep
to
and
bed
I will
down the
see you in
horse
the
at
morning.
all.
Good night, Miss
You know,
McFarland.
obviously, you don't, you got to do that with horses. But in the 2 game we do. See, and I just skipped through this, where you sleep and you save and then you get up, and I just skipped through that, so we don't need to see that. 6 hours sleep. I couldn't, in the real world, I couldn't survive on 6 hours sleep. There's just no way.
Oh, Mr. Marston, how are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson, or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind?
You're not going to.
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Well, hopefully you can't hear the train, but
I understand that a
you
city
might.
dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be.
Oh, it's
I'll
a
race
joke.
You right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
Now just keep in mind that
All right, I'll show you
new
how to ride
controls and
real
everything, so don't laugh too hard. But I thought for sure I was gonna fail this.
Let's go.
I mean, at least we could have looked at the course before we went.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
And I like to win stuff, right? I'm very competitive.
Jingle those spurs, Miss McFarland.
Yeah.
Isn't this jolly?
Let's go. Follow me. Call yourself a rancher?
And remember, our horse doesn't know us, will buck us off, and
This is gonna be close.
I couldn't remember, I didn't know at this point how to stop. You get off the road, your horse doesn't go as fast, and yeah. I recall, I would turn off the audio or take off my headphones when doing this kind of stuff because the music, you know, there I go. You know, because your horse doesn't know you, right? And if I recall correctly, the very first time I did this on the PS3, I had to do this over and over and over. I was so frustrated. But yeah, I figured I'd have to do it over again, so why go very fast, you know?
Come on.
Yeah, I had a horse that wouldn't go on different kind of terrain, bridges and that kind of stuff. I do it over and over and over again with her.
Let's go.
See, I mean, we don't even see the body, so I figured I'd have to do it over again. And it's like, God damn it, you know. I felt the horse was ready to buck me off again, so I slowed down. Because again, I figured we'd have to do it over again. So maybe they changed it. Maybe because I thought last time we had a clock. You know, we had to do it in a certain amount of time.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think best, Mr. Marston.
Oh, and by the way, don't kill the dog, the town dog. He was just wandering around. I've done that before. Not in this game, but in my on the PS3. Didn't turn out well.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman.
My mister is watching the, what's that dude's name? It's a marathon of his movies. Yeah, Rob Zombie.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost
So it's just
buttered
Halloween,
a couple
you know.
days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke? Can we try to stay on the road?
No, miss.
I thought I was
have
doing
not.
pretty good.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane.
Oh, and
Frank,
don't run
what
over
about
people.
You? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't
And
really entered
you'll
anything. It's
you'll
not really
see
something
what I
think about.
do.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, It's an unusual start to a friendship.
And I think it's in this game
We're friends, Miss
that the
McFarland.
Oh,
birds
please.
will
Now who's
congregate
being
if
funny?
there's something
Listen,
dead.
I know that business with Williamson is your business,
Maybe
but I don't
both.
know. You've been good to
What's
us,
that?
and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
Okay, I
appreciate your
have to
concern
stop
for
this
us less
and let the
immortals,
dog
Miss
out.
McFarland. I really do. And if there was any
Okay.
other way out, I'd take it.
Now
I
you
can
may
assure
hear
you
the
of
dog
that.
bark because he's outside. And day breaks and he likes to bark at anything.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire
And see all the
livelihood.
wildlife, the deer.
And
I think
I
there's
didn't have a
antelope
lot
in
of
this.
choice.
And
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
but you see a
That's
lot
what
of
I'm trying to
wildlife
do, miss.
until you get done, and then you though there is quite a bit to hunt. But I just always thought that was funny. Oh, see, it's telling you how to slow down, but of course, see what happens when you run into people.
Man, that one almost got me.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not. But it does okay for us.
Yeah, they don't like being ran into and all that. So,
Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine.
and it's the right trigger
Thank you,
button
miss. I'll pay you back.
that slows
sure
them
you shall.
down.
The doc's a good
I didn't
fellow.
know that
He
at
saved your
this
life,
point.
So be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, we ran him over. And so I thought, well, shit, he shot me. I can shoot him back. No. So I failed.
The whole town needs my expertise today.
Hello, sir.
You need something for that gout?
And I remember different things, like the chewing tobacco gives you,
I'll be busy.
you know, some kind of perk, but yeah, I'm not using it now, so. In fact, I don't know if I used it before much either.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once.
Yeah, top it
Getting a
off.
little
The
company
sun's
never
out
hurts
there,
now and again.
and
You're
he
more
couldn't
than welcome,
manipulate
miss.
the
At least
Aussie or Australian Shepherd couldn't get
Thank
the
you for the medicine.
couldn't manipulate
have
the
a look around
sun,
Armadillo?
so he came back
You can always
here,
take a stagecoach back to the
and
ranch
then
later.
I
he
might just
got
do
me,
that.
you know, they let him
Travel
out.
safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save
He
you this
opens
time.
doors. Well, that front door, he's learned how to open it, so we have to barricade it so we don't wake up and it's 20 degrees outside. The door's wide open. I never take. I shouldn't say never. I might, but I don't waste money. Money's hard to get in this game. I feel. That's why I go out and hunt. And I whistle for my horse a lot because, again, you can steal horses as much as you want. It just is, you get shot and all.
Come on.
So I just whistle. I'm going to quicken this up here soon so you don't have to sit there and... I do a lot of hunting, and my mister does too in the game. because that's the way to make money. And you see, we came in on driving the wagon. There's deer all over the place. Now, where are they? You know. I woke up and I told my mister I ended up having 45 wolves from yesterday when I went out to hunt. I had 3 cougars, which killed me a couple times, by the way, and then the wolves, they bring in some, they bring in some good money. But, yeah, I went a couple days in game and just hunted. So I had enough, so I had some money. And you can do whatever you want. You can go and do the missions, which I do. It's just after after I have money in my pocket. Because you get paid for it, right? And, yeah, I jump off my horse and I fall, okay? That's pretty much what made me learn how to stop my horse, so I wouldn't keep doing that. And this is different, the blood and stuff get all over the camera. If I remember correctly, on the PS3, it was even worse. But so I speed her up because some people don't like to see this, but I hunt everything. And the rattlesnakes, they bring in a pretty good amount for being rattlesnakes, So just to let you know that. The buffalo, we're going to be running into buffalo in this, and on the PS3, you could make them go extinct. Now on this remake for the PC, I'm not sure how they're going to do that, but I refused to hunt the buffalo on my PS3. I did what I had to do for missions, and then I left them alone. I would not hunt them because I saw on my mister's game that he hunted them to extinction, and I just thought they were too pretty to. They do an awesome job on the animals. The animals are so good looking in this game. But anywho, other than that, even the horses, I get so sick and tired of some of these horses that I'll just, I'll hunt them. There's a lot of wild horses, and back then they would eat the horse. That's the way it is. And then in Red Dead 2, they made it so you couldn't do that, and I thought that was kind of bullshit because, there's something over here, and I couldn't get it right now. So the cougars are real good looking. Everything, all the animals are real good looking in this. They did a great job on that. Take away the cactus, and that's pretty much what the high desert looks like. We don't have cactus, though. We have a lot of juniper and all that. I even saw tumbleweeds, and I was going to shoot them because I thought, yeah, there's something. And then I looked at them, it's like, nah. Anyway, that's why I'm quicking it up, because I spend a lot of time. Everybody does, I would think. And I like the trains, too. They did a real good job on the trains, I thought. And I only came back here because I recalled there was a lot of good hunting back here. I think you can see what I'm saying about my graphics. The objects in the far, whatever you call it, in the distance, they kind of pop up as you go. And I believe I have to do something in my settings if I take Fallout 4 into reference, because that's the game I play the most. And I know I had to do something to that to make that not happen. Yeah, even the coyotes give you something. Not much, but I think the horses are the least amount when you hand in the horses when you get done slaughtering them. And of course, I took off the audio because if I don't, you'll hear a squeal, and I really don't like that. It hurts my ears, so it hurts your ears, I'm sure. And then I cut out a lot of hunting because I figured why leave it in, because it's the same thing, you hunt, you slaughter them, you go on your way. But you'll see the prices, which are better now because I got further in the game, but have some money in the pocket at least. And I go and rent a room. What else? Buy medicine, I think. I make sure I got medicine on me now because of the wolves and cougars, mountain lions, cougars, same thing. And they'll get you. They'll kill you. So I make sure I have medicine on me. And then I know I upgraded my campsite because it's pretty pathetic at this moment. And you lose if your horse dies, like mine did, 2 of my horses died, you just call them back by going to their papers and just call them back, and then get off the horse you're on and whistle, and it'll come. I found that one out too. I think on the original, I think you had to go to a stable and get your horse, but so there's little things that are changed, but that's okay. Yeah, I've been waiting for this game to come out ever since I heard that it's coming out on PC. We used to have that an option on PlayStation where you could beam it to your computer or something, and I played with that, but played around with it, but I think they took it away. See, and then I just cut out a bunch of the hunting because, and that dog there, it's got my attention several times. I was going to shoot it, and it's like, no, that's not a wild dog. And you don't want to run over people, so I'm being real careful not to run over anybody. And you do have to wait for the stores to open and such. I found out that yesterday when like I said, I went for a couple days hunting, and then I had to sit there and wait. And then this dude wants you to, and I don't do them because I don't want to waste the money, because money's hard to get right now, so I try to ignore them. And it says, accept the challenge, right? Well, that button is the same button to talk to the store clerk. So I was trying to get away from that dude so I could talk to the store guy to sell all my pelts. And you don't eat in this, so you don't have to save any meat or anything, which I didn't know at this point. There, now go back here. And there it is.
Hi there.
My products are of the finest quality, sir.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay, I'm always in the market for interesting goods.
And I
Anything
try
else I can do for
to,
you?
there's maps you get, and I like collecting flowers and such. So, so those are the prices right now when you begin the game, but they get better the more skill you get. So, and I quicken this up because it takes, you don't sell them all at once. You have to do them one at a time. So I just sped it up. But at least I'm getting some money, you know. I think I have around $2,000 right now from just hunting. What is that? $350. And then, and that's enough to get me a room and medical supplies and bullets. Gotta have bullets. And that's why I like the bow and arrow, because the arrows, if they don't break, you can reuse them. Yeah, I like that.
We ain't gonna maintain our regional supremacy if that bad element
I think I sped this up. Yeah, I did, because I was just, I don't know if I walked away from my computer or what, but it took me a long time to get through this. And it's like, so I found out that if you need ammo, it will allow you to buy it. So, and you can't really leave this region right here, because I looked to go down to Mexico. Like I said, I love Mexico in this game. And so I went to try to see if I could go down there, you know, if it's unlocked. And nowhere's unlocked. You're kind of land tied at this moment. But, yeah, I'll get them open. And then that's your room up there where that X is at. That's your room. And now that I have some money, you know, I don't have to go clear back to the ranch. And I think we're renting it. We don't own it like the houses.
Excuse me, officer. Careful.
You weren't anywhere around him. Because I came back here, yesterday when I was playing, and it didn't look like I had the bed anymore. But then again, I walked out and walked back in, and I did. So I think it was just a glitch, maybe. And I cut out the saving the game and stuff. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and catch you later.